Hello everyone, I'm Extreme Offroad, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 2! I'm doing the Extreme Offroad Championship, which usually goes very well for me. I'm driving a Mini, which I didn't know Minis made, big cars. The Mini Monster Energy All-4 Racing X-Raid. That's way too many words to describe a car. So, let's get started. The best is when it does that zoom in thing on the grill and you can't see anything but like a little bit of the car. That's always the best. But Storm Island Extreme Offroad Cross Country Circuit. I'm yawning because reasons. It's another 4-race one, which kind of sucks. I was getting used to the 3-race ones at first. But after this there's another there's a gauntlet. Because those are important. There's a gauntlet, and then I think about the Horizon finale. And then there's 2 more gauntlets, because I want to do fucking trees! I also probably should go get my laundry out of the dryer, but whatever. It's like a Wednesday night. Who does laundry? Besides me. But that's only because I am too lazy to buy more underwear. That's actually a true story. I think I mentioned that either on a stream or on a video before. That's literally the only reason I have to do laundry so often, is because I'm just too lazy to buy more underwear. So I need to do laundry to make sure I have clean pairs of underwear. And socks. I need new socks too. Great! Great! A game clip! That's fun! I haven't looked at any of the game clips that were recorded for Sunset Overdrive. They don't have names, and it's always like after a challenge, like it's just records the challenge or whatever. It's just, oh, game clip recorded. It's like, why? Yeah, there was no reason to record that. There's 0 reason to record like half the things I do in any of these. Not even half of them. Like, it would record, see, like Sunset Overdrive, it would record anytime, like if I'm doing a challenge, like, gold, silver, bronze. I would get like a bronze or a silver and it'd be like, oh, game clip recorded. Why? I didn't get a gold. I didn't even beat my last high score. Why the freak would you record that? Why? There's 0 reason for that. This is like hang time. It's like I wasn't even in the air for like a second. And you're considering that ultimate air and gonna record a clip for me. That's great. That's fantastic. It's just like a 10-second clip. It's just like of nothing. It's just, I happened to go up in the air a little bit. Fucking hell. I screwed it up. I fucked it. I forgot about the trees. Oh my god. I threw it away. Alright. We can do this. We can do this, because I was in front. And I'm pretty sure I'm still on the I almost said high velocity. The highly skilled. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't lower it, so I can do this. Like, it's definitely doable if I'm in first for any amount of time with highly skilled. It's one that I'm gonna make. I mean, see, to be fair, my Extreme Offroad, the main reason I was kind of scared to do this one was because of that one time where I tried to use the, what was it? The like, rear-wheel drive one. I can't even remember what it was called. But it was it was god-awful off-road. There was no reason to have it in the off-road championship, because it was hard as hell to control, because, 4-wheel drive, off-road especially, way easier to handle than rear-wheel drive. The rear-wheel drive, I just kept spinning out and doing exactly nothing good. I think that was the whole reason, if I remember correct, that was a while ago, but that might have been the whole reason I turned on the traction control and the stability control, because I had both of them off for a while. Just because I was like, oh, make it a little more difficult. And then that one came along and was like, nope, let's put both of them on, and then still had to change the car and use like a Raptor or something like that. Anyway, the fact that none of the people on my friends list are up in front is usually a good sign, because usually it puts one of the people on your friends list as like the top driver for the tournament, where they're gonna be in first like every single— I fucked it again! I didn't fuck it as bad, so I'll keep it. I will I will stick with it. So, this guy. This freaking guy. He better screw up or slow down so I can catch up to him. Because even though I should be good because he's not on my friends list, and like I just said, usually the ones on your friends list are the ones that are going to be in first every single race, so I don't think I have to worry about him, because if he gets first one race, that, if anything, helps me. I still want to get first. I still would prefer to get first myself, so that I don't have to worry about the potential for him winning more than one race and, you know, stealing the championship from me, or me having to reset a bunch of races later on just so I can get that one win or one, like, good finish. I want to hopefully beat him. I'm not going to, clearly. Clearly he's going to win unless he screws up right at the end, which it doesn't look like he's going to. But whatever, it's good. It's good. I feel comfortable with that. Shut up. Shut up, Jonathan. I don't care. Like, oh, you, the best driver, can't win them all. It's like, yes, I know. I've lost plenty. I've gotten like 10th in a race before. We should all remember that from the regular thing where I crashed right at the end of the race, got 10th, but I was so far ahead in the standings that it didn't matter. There's the one up here, and I'm too lazy to. Yes, I am too lazy to drive like 200 feet up the road, so I'm going to fast travel. Also, so I can get my thumbnail, because, you know, the fast travel, it frames it perfectly. I used to use that as, like, most of the thumbnails. That's awful compared to the fast travel. Like, right after the fast travel, it frames it perfectly. I didn't even... To be fair, I didn't use fast travel much before I got it for free, so... After I got all those bonus boards, after I finished the Horizon finale the first time and was just playing it in my free time, got all the bonus boards. Which kind of sucked because I had to use a map, like, online. There's no good maps for this game online. There's a few that it's like, yeah, I can kind of decipher it. But I guess, like, because it's, like, slightly different in Xbox 360 version. So it's like, you'll find one, it was saying, like, oh, there's a billboard, or there's a board here. I'd go there and it'd be like, I don't see a board and it doesn't say I've gotten one here. So I would be so confused, like, am I doing, fucking hell. Like, am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm at the right area. But, and then I ended up getting the treasure map because it was, all of the DLC was like 60% off and I had no self-control. So, like, that's the thing, I didn't even buy the DLC for the treasure map. I bought it for Storm Island. Storm Island and the Porsche pack, so I can get the other, like, all the other achievements and all the other achievements, and it has, like, the other bucket list. I did it again. I need to slow down there. But the other bucket list items and everything, and I ended up spending more on all of it combined than what I would have just on all of it combined on sale than I would have just on the ones just on the Storm Island and the Porsche pack at full price. But to be fair, like I mentioned before, now I don't have I can just choose a car. I don't have it yell at me if I don't pay attention. It's like, oh, you can't get this, let's buy the DLC. It's like, shut up, game. I don't want it. I don't want the DLC. I don't want it. Now I have it. So, joke's on you. Wow, that sucked. That was just amazing. That was the best turn ever, Eric. Good job. I would give a round of applause for that. I mean, I am in last, so it wouldn't really hurt my time if I would stop to give a round of applause. But I'm gonna actually try to make up some positions. I'm in fucking 9th. Okay, I definitely will restart this if I'm like end up in 9th. Because there's no way that's gonna fly. No way. Zero possibility. There we go. That's what I gotta hope for. I gotta hope they all, like, spin out. Or flip, not spin out. God damn, I unplugged my headset. God damn it. Damn it. Stop stepping on the cord, me. Oh. This one's gonna suck. I can already feel it. I can already feel it because I'm already doing it and it already does suck. This car is not the best. Of course, I had the chance. I was gonna go with like a C-class one because I always do better at the slower cars because I don't spin out as much. It's harder to spin out. So I was like, I'm gonna go with a C-class car, and then I'm like, nah. I've been going too slow. I drove a Mini already. You know, I'm gonna go with a one and upgrade it to S1. Go with one that's A and upgrade it to S1. That's gonna go great for everyone involved. I missed it. I missed the checkpoint! Gonna do this. Mostly because I have to beat this eventually anyway, because I want to go for 100% on this. I need to stream, like... I don't know if I've streamed between the time I'm recording this and the time this goes up, but as of, like, this, I haven't streamed in, like, a week and a half. I didn't have time to stream last week, and every time I do have time to stream, well, like, this week, this is the week Overwatch has come out, and it's one of those games that was, like, I don't like first-person shooters usually, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play it. And then my friend explained it to me. I saw gameplay footage, and it's like, wow, that actually does look fun. And I got it, and it is. And, that's gonna be my week. Maybe I should stream that, but I suck, so, maybe not. But, what I do want to do is win this freaking tournament. God! Do I want to lower the difficulty? No. Because I'm a man. It sucks at video games. But god damn it, I'm determined. Someone's named Rico the Merc. Ugh. Fucking Just Cause 3. I bought Just Cause 3 recently because there have been a lot of games on sale on Xbox that I was like... games that I've been wanting to play that just haven't. Just Cause 3 is one of them. And then... Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. I never played the first one, but the second one I've seen, and it looks amazing. So I bought them on sale. I haven't played Plants vs. Zombies. I kind of want to do that in video or on a stream first. Because it's one of those games like a lot of games I want to actually sit and enjoy for the first time I play it. That's one of those games I don't really care if I play it on stream or if I play it in a video first. Not like freaking I missed that. Is that the dude? I just want to see. Is that no? That's see, one of my friends is in first. So as long as I would have finished second, that would have been good. But I missed the freaking checkpoint. So god freak da ba. It's like, God, every time I freaking get angry and can't think of words, I just turn into the scat man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. My brain just shuts down. But my point is... Oh, I was talking about Just Cause 3. That was my point. Just Cause 3 sucks. Sorry to any of you that like that game, but it's just awful. It's just an awful piece of crap. Especially since I got it for Xbox, and like I knew that it had frame rate issues, but I didn't look up like whether or not they fixed it or not or anything. No. Like Square Enix just doesn't care. They just didn't even remotely try to fix them. It still has frame rate issues, but the frame rate issues aren't even the worst part. Like it's just not a great game in general. Like they did a lot of things. They changed some things for the better. Like they actually show you where the things you need to destroy and stuff to take over a base are. taking over a base actually means something more now. It's not just, oh, you took it over, yay. It actually like means something. But they changed a lot of things. Like, it just doesn't feel like anything's important. It's like, oh, so I did this mission. I did this base. I got this thing. Why? I don't know. Although, to be fair, Just Cause 2, I gotta say, it's one of those games, I think everyone, me included, like to think that it's a really good game, but it's really not. The story is just meh. The story's not great. I mean, maybe the story would be better if I played Just Cause 1, because maybe I'd understand it a little, like, you know, like, I'd have the history of the characters, so maybe it would make it mean more. But just playing Just Cause 2, it doesn't. But not only that, it's one of those, there's like 6 main story missions. Like, seriously? That's it. There's 6 main story missions, the rest of it's just go around and explode stuff. Which is fine, except that gets so boring after you do it for the 50 millionth time. Like, maybe it's not boring for people that aren't completionists, but I'm a completionist, so I want to go through and do everything 100%. And every time, it's like I blow something up and it's like, yeah, how much percent was that? It's like, because it pops up the whole, like percentage to, like, 4 decimal places. It's like, oh, it was like 0.0002% for that one thing you blow up. It's like, wow, that makes me feel great. That makes me feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. I mean, it's one of those I could still sit and play for a while, but after the main story, even leading up to the main story, it's like, it gets boring really fast. And Just Cause 3 is one of those, it got boring, like, immediately for me. Like, it did not hook my attention even remotely as much as Just Cause 2 did. Just Cause 2, at least until I got to the after game thing, like, after the main story, it hooked my attention really well. But then, once I got after the story, it lost my attention. Just Cause 3, it lost my attention, like, immediately. I haven't even gotten out of the first area. Like, the first, like, what is it? Province, peninsula, whatever it calls. Like, I took over that whole area, did some things on there, and now it's, like, the first mission outside of that, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go play something else. I ended up playing Peggle. That's how much, freaking Just Cause 3 bored me. And then I played Overwatch, because I was like, why am I playing Peggle when I could be playing Overwatch? But Plants vs. Gardens, yes, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 looks amazing. Like, everything I've seen a ton of gameplay from it. The issue with Just Cause 3 is I bought it without seeing any gameplay. Like, I didn't watch anyone stream it. I didn't watch anyone do, like, a video of it. I completely missed all the gameplay footage because I'm like, that's a game that I want to play sometime in the future. And I kind of regret that. There's Plants vs. I said it again. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. It was one of those games where it's like, I really don't care if I play this or not, so I watched gameplay footage of it, and it's freaking amazing. And I'm really looking forward to playing it. It's just one of those games where it's like, I kind of want to play it on video or on stream for the first time. Who knows, maybe I did do it on video, because, I mean, this week I'm planning to do, for the Tuesday video that comes out before this, I haven't recorded it yet, but I was planning to do Resident Evil Outbreak. So, who knows? Maybe I did a Plants vs. It's PvZ, Plants vs. Zombies. Garden did not start with a Z, brain. So, god damn it, shut the hell up. But maybe I did a... fucking hell, I screwed that up. I almost fucked that up. I did fuck that up. I am screwed up. I just gonna run and restart! But maybe I'll do a Plants vs. Zombies video. Maybe I'll do a video on that, since I'm, like, Resident Evil Outbreak, it's one of those, I love that game so much. But especially recording, it's like, I hate, especially with Decisions, since it'd be the freaking third time I've done it. The last scenario of the first game. It's one of those, like, I don't want to start up the recording software just to die after, like, an hour of recording. Not to mention, it's one of those games where it's like, because of the way the save system works, because of the way the save system works, and because the fact that it's so, how do I put it? It's, like, the scenarios are short, so it's like, it's one of those, there's not really any reason to do it in, like, 2-3 sittings. It's a lot better to just, in one full sitting, just do the entire scenario, or die trying, and then just cut it and split it into, like, 2-3 episodes. It doesn't make sense, really, to do, doesn't make sense to do... I've been so far behind, that's not gonna help. Dude, this tournament sucks! But Resident Evil, it doesn't make sense to record 30 minutes, try to find the save point, for the love of God, and then quit and then record it again the next week. It's one of those that makes a lot more sense to just record it all in one sitting and see how that goes. I mean, if it was one of those I could save, like, anywhere. Like, if it was one, like, because you could say the same thing about Monster Loves You, like, the Choose Your Own Adventure game I've been doing for any of you that haven't watched it. It's one of those, it takes, like, it's less than 2 hours to get through. It's like an hour and a half to get through, if that, to get through one full playthrough of it. Like an hour and a half. But it's one of those where I can pretty much quit anytime. I can save anywhere, pretty much. I don't even need to save it, auto-saves, but I can quit anytime and be good with it. It was a mobile game, as far as I know, so it's one of those, it's designed to, you know, you play it for a few minutes, and you can play it for like 30 minutes and then put it down. So it's one of those where I'm completely fine with doing an hour and a half playthrough in 4 sittings, because, well, for 2 reasons. One, I could save pretty much anywhere. Well, I mean, I save anywhere. I don't have to, like, try to find a save point before I can quit. But also, the way the story is laid out, it actually kind of has clear, like, splits in the story. Like, clear acts, I guess you could call it. Like, okay, here's the first act act's over, let's go to the second act. It has, like, clear splits where you quit. Resident Evil Outbreak, obviously, it's not going to have that. It's like, this is a scenario. The split is at the end of the scenario. Well, I don't want to wait an hour and a half to get to the split. Well, I mean, I'll just wait an hour and a half to get to the split. That's actually my entire point. I will wait an hour and a half to get to the split, because there's no point in quitting, like, 20 minutes before I'm gonna finish the level. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just blabbering because it seems to be helping. It seems to be helping me not screw up as much. Like, I'm right behind Jezium, or whatever his name is. Jelzum? Do you have 2 U's in your name? Is it like the Zum or Zoom or whatever his name is from Monster Rancher? Not the dragon, the dinosaur dude? Dude, I want to play Monster Rancher again. I would love to do a playthrough of Monster Rancher. Not on the channel, because it's one of those that gets very repetitive. It's fun as hell. Like, it doesn't get repetitive for me, like, playing it, but it's one of those where I feel like watching it, it'd be very repetitive. So I would want to do it more for a stream, if I would do it at all, than for anything else. I won. I'm in first. And I've been recording for 30 minutes. Actually a little less than 30 minutes because of, like, the 3-4 minutes of getting my car and all the setup time. But I think I'm going to end this episode here. This is stressful. And I need to get my laundry out of the dryer, because it's been sitting in there for, like, it's been done for, like, 15 minutes, and it's just been sitting in there. I don't want to be an asshole. I want to get that out so that anyone else that needs a dryer can use it. Plus, I want to play Overwatch, so, you know. Important things. But next episode, I'll do the next race, do the gauntlet, and maybe start the next tournament. Who knows? Depends on how bad the next race and the freaking gauntlet kick. Oh, not the next tournament. I might do the Horizon finale. So who knows? We'll see. We'll see. So anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. So thanks for watching. See you next time.